Hi guys, I'm Sharon and this is my viola tutorial for Serendipity. So I've been getting a lot of requests to do viola covers and tutorials, so I'm not sure how popular this is going to be. If this video was helpful to you, then please give me a like and share this video with other viola players out there so I know that you guys want more of this. I apologize if you've seen my violin tutorial video and a lot of what I say is going to be repeated, so sorry in advance. This piece has 4 flats: B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. So that's going to be B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. To begin, you start with the C on the G string. Sorry, I'm still like translating between violin and viola. Alright, C. And then first finger E flat on the D string. And then back to C. E flat, C, E flat, then hold. So this goes like this. And then you have E flat again, starting up bow. C, third finger, first finger, C, and then going on to the next measure, you have first finger E flat, which is low 1, low 2, and then B flat, low 2 on the G string. And then just the following measure will be a repeat of that first measure that we just went through. Discovered during writing this, writing the sheet music for this, is that you play a lot of E flats. Like it's just so many repeated E flats. That's just something I noticed. Okay. Now you have in measure 9, third finger C, third finger C again. Now this is D flat, so low 4 on the G string, and low 2. Yeah, so starting from measure 9, this is kind of when things in the piece build up. So the beginning is like a prologue, and that's quiet, and so the beginning is a prologue, and that's quiet, and then you go into measure 9 where Serendipity it starts, and then you go into measure 9 where it starts to build up. Okay, so you play this little phrase twice. And then going on, you have something that's very similar to the phrase that we just did, except the notes are a little bit different. And it goes into a low 2, and a low 1, A flat. And you play that twice as well. Okay, and then now we are at measure 13. So this is a 3 up bow, low 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1 again. And then you have that 3, 1, 3, 1 yet again. And then more of that. And then low 1, 2, low 2 on the G string. Okay, so that whole section from measure 13, it will go like this. Yeah, so you'll notice that I keep my first finger and third finger down throughout like those whole entire 1, 2, 3, 4 measures, just because I don't want to move them, because I'm just like going back and forth between that C and E flat. There's no need to change fingers, so there's no need to move my fingers really. Okay, so now we are at measure 18, and you have a lot of repeated E flats, and with these repeated E flats, having just like playing E flat 8 times is kind of boring, so you want to have like a little bit of dynamic in that. So throughout the E flats, I like to like crescendo, and then when I leave the E flats, I like to decrescendo a little bit. So I'm going da 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 da. Alright, so like this. And then go away from it. And then C, third finger, second finger, first finger, third finger. And then this again. Crescendo, then go away. And now you have C's twice. Fourth finger, low, fourth finger, third finger, rest, and then third finger twice. And then now you have fourth finger on the D string. And that's a A flat. And back to 3. And now we have these repeated E flats again. Going away. And then a repeat of our previous section. Alright, so now we're going into the chorus. and I mentioned this in my violin tutorial video, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I just love that they chose Jimin to sing this because his parts in the BTS songs are some of my favorite parts. They always give him like the really high soaring note that goes above everyone else's voices, and that texture that it creates is just really beautiful. So that's like what we want here. We want that tenderness, that vulnerability, like the soaring da 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 bum. Yeah, I suck at singing, sorry. Alright, so here we are in the middle of 31, 32, 33. This is where the chorus starts. 3, and then low 1 on the D string, and then low 2 also on the D string. Hold, low 2 again, and then low 1, rest, low 2 F, and back to the C. So here you can create a crescendo and decrescendo effect as well. Dum ba da da dum, and then going away. Da, so crescendo, and then going away. And then you have C twice, third finger, fourth finger, low D flat, and then third finger. And then I put a breath mark here. That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to retake your bow. It's just like it's a break in the phrase. So after that breath mark, we have like what I call the waterfall notes. So it's like one note falling on top of the other. It's like a domino effect. So dum bum. So that should be really smooth. And here you don't have to slur all of the triplets together like I did. I'm just doing that because that's kind of the way that Jimin sings it, is he just like does it all in one breath. So it's fine if you do separate bows for each of those triplets. So that's beautiful as well. So the notes here are C, E flat, and then low 2 F, low 1, E flat, C, 3, E flat, first finger, C, third finger, and then B flat, low 2, and then C, low 2, low 1, low 2. Alright, so and then you repeat that section again. Alright, so going into the next phrase, we are at measure 38, 39, 40, 41, in the middle of measure 41. Okay, third finger, first finger, and then we've gone over this before, so I'm just gonna go past it a little bit quicker. So this here at measure 38, 39, 40, 41 is the same exact thing as the measure at 31, 32, 33. And then you have an F, you have an E flat, so that's low 2 on the C string. Then third finger, and then third finger again, and you're going to hold this one. And third finger on the C string. Now second finger, low 2, third finger, and then C, hold, G string. Okay, so now you have some repeated notes again. Low 2 on the C string. Now this is where the repetition begins again. So this is with the C, which is the 3rd finger on the G string, and then the low 2, which is the B flat on the G string. And then one more C, one more 2nd finger, and then low 1, and then 3 on the C string. And then repeat. Okay, so those 2 repeated sections put together, it goes like this. Okay, so now we're in the final stretch. You have a low 2 on the C string, a low 2 again, and then 3rd finger, and then 3rd finger on the G string, hold, 3rd finger on the C string, and then low 1, which is the A flat on the G string. Hold. Okay, so that is like the main piece. That's like the main part of it. All right, so that's the main portion of the piece. So then you have this little bit that's after it that Jimin sings very quietly. And it goes like this. So you have E flat, which is low 1, low 1 again, and then 2nd finger, and then 2nd finger on the low 2nd finger on the G string, and then 3rd finger, and then you play that one final time. So these 2 phrases are sang very, very quietly, and the last phrase you can kind of like retardando a little bit.